Greetings, fellow traders. Bubba here. It's time for the daily market wrap for Wednesday, September the 9th, 2020. I hope everybody had a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, let's check and see where we are here today. So SPX, gave a nice move up today. We were up 67 points. It was up a little bit higher earlier. It's kind of forming into a hammer. Now we got a green spinning top here on the week. Don't forget, guys, that big cloud canyon that we're heading into here. Weekly chart was looking like it was going to form into daily chart was looking like it was going to turn into a Morningstar reversal, but it didn't quite get there. We're still below the 80 MA, left with an upper shadow here, kind of a nasty pullback. We're still holding the prior all-time high level right here. Yesterday we did not go short. Why? Because of the volume, right? So we did close out of the trend box right here, and all this did now is push the trend box back down, right? Because that clearly has been invalidated as a breakdown level. We gapped up above it, so now we're back in here. We're getting close to the 50-day moving average. We actually bounced overnight off of the 50 moving average on the S&P futures. Let's take a look at the SPY just so you can see that volume that we're looking here. So SPY again. This is a bad tick on the SPY, guys. I need to fix this like right here, right now. So yesterday's high on the SPY was 338.06. So let's get that here. I think we can correct this bar. 338.06 was yesterday's high. 06. So we're gonna hit apply, close, and that should fix the candle right there. Okay, so again, guys, declining volume on all these days right here. So we didn't want to go short yesterday. Why? Because the volume, right? So it was breaking down out of the trend box. But you need to have that volume to show this thing. This was really starting a reversal right here. That's exactly what happens when these big reversals start, right? So same thing happened here, right? We broke out. It was smaller. We broke out of the trend, but look at how much that volume came up on just a small red day like that, right? Things were happening, right? And then we gapped down, and then boom, right? We did not see that same thing happen here at all, right? We had some big moves here, but that was just unloading the positions and just starting the corrective move down. But other than that, we did, and you don't even have to sweep it right there. You had a lower shadow right there. You can jump in the next day with the momentum move down, right? So you don't really have to put the risk on like that. So today I was hoping for, again, a Morningstar reversal. We didn't quite get that here today on the SPY. Let's take a look at the S&P futures and see what they told us here today. They helped us catch a couple of good moves, right? Kind of one of the big things with the S&P today was the move overnight. Right, so we had a couple big moves, right? So we gapped down, right? That finished our wave down, right? We broke the channel here, and we started entering in the new channel up. We came back down, right? So kind of forming the channel right here, reversal at the top of the channel. Once we got here, right? Clearly an impulsive wave up, right? And then going into the open, we had an ABC formation, and then we started a fresh wave up this morning. That we had a double wave pullback right here. So it entered into a wave 3 of 3, which worked its way back up here, and then we finished our wave 5 into the end of the day. Some nice pullbacks to our signal zones, and then now we're entering into a big corrective pattern right here. So we may see another flush overnight here. If this is turning into a zigzag, that definitely looks like an impulsive move down. We could see a 3-wave up and then a 5-wave down for a zigzag correction. Then we might start to work our way back up. So we're definitely going to be tracking that here overnight and into tomorrow morning to see what we have going on. Right now they're trying to rally it a little bit. We had a big flush at the close here today. The Nasdaq took a pretty big hit there as well, right? We lost that geometric level right on the MES. Now we just kind of have to see how this thing all sorts it out here going into tonight. Here's a huge level for us to hold. So if we do zigzag down, this would be a great area for a potential bounce on the MES. We'll see how that goes into tonight. Let's take a look at the Qs. So the Qs kind of led the way down, right? So again, we like to look for clues in the Qs. Given a couple fresh breakdowns right here. It is holding up. I'm not saying it pushed into its 15-hour range, but these breakdowns right here are pretty significant to help us see that the market was showing some general weakness, right? So overall up on the day, though, on the Qs with some general strength overall, right? The IWM finally got a little bit perky at the end of the day, then it pulled back with the rest of the market. Let's take a look at Apple. Apple. So Apple again, had some pretty choppy price action today. Got a tight triangle breakout here this morning. That was about it. Kind of did a little bit of a head and shoulders type pattern, but it was horizontal. Those are a little bit more tricky, especially at the end of the day. Let's take a look and see how it looks on the daily chart. So daily chart again, doji day, not quite an inside day. Doji day though, off of an inside day. So again, really kind of compressed range right here. Let's see if Apple continues to get tight, maybe even into the end of the week, and then maybe next week we'll start to see a bigger move off of Apple. Tesla was forming an inside day for the majority of the day until it started to inch into the gap here. And it kind of just got into that gap here and didn't quite close the gap, but it got pretty close, right? So nice little push here at the end of the day, held the 15 warp low, got really tight, higher high, higher low, and then worked its way up to the 15 warp high on Tesla. Boeing was a pretty interesting one here this morning. We pointed this one out as a short. In fact, a member called this one out in the group today, and we liked it, right? So we like this nice initial move down, right? So wave one, right? ABC wave two, and it gave a beautiful move down here. Nice upper shadow off of these prior drop areas, right? And gave a nice move off of Boeing. And then members also bought the dip on this one here today. Nice inside 15 up to work its way back up, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Big spike on that one, and then just kind of did its whole thing here at the end of the day. It looks like a corrective pattern into the end of the day. Might be strong going into tomorrow, so definitely something to look at, right? So got that follow through we talked about yesterday on the bearish side, but then they reclaimed it, right? So now it looks like basically the triangle is just expanding, right? So we'll see how that goes here. Kind of some big news today. We did point out nice breakout on Microsoft today. Earlier today, ended up pulling back to the 50-day moving average, but right here, a nice 15-hour breakout, right? Then a higher low back to the ADMA. We talked about that at lunchtime, right? For a nice move on that. Now, interesting news about Microsoft is it turns out the whole TikTok deal might be going to nobody, right? As they're looking to make a side sale deal or something like that. So in other words, Microsoft not going to be in the running for it, but neither are the other ones. We'll take a look at those in a second. But just take a look at Snap here today. I just wanted to show how nice that the this pullback to the 15 was today. Some folks asked last night, how do you catch a 15-hour breakout? We can catch it right here, but you can also catch those pullbacks, and that inside 15 off the 15-hour level gave it a really, really nice move up. Just in case you missed the first one, it's really the same length, right? Move and then move, right? So whichever one you're more comfortable with, buying pullbacks or buying breakouts, right? So sometimes the pullbacks can be a little bit better. But anyway, nice move off of that one. Then it flushed with some of the other markets today. But one of the ones that did flush, and this we pointed out in the group here today, as probably being the weakest of all the TikTok names, is Walmart, right? So Walmart was a contender for it, but they don't really have any other news going on, right? So Microsoft's got the Jedi contract, plus it's Microsoft. Walmart was up big on that TikTok news, and it's kind of down with the market right here. And then it left with kind of a reversal shooting star pattern right here below the ADMA, right? So this will be very, very interesting to see how it behaves into tomorrow. We pointed out a short at the close right here for a nice little down move, and so that's definitely one. This is probably the weakest of all the names there between Walmart, Microsoft, and Oracle. A couple earnings after hours today, nothing really too exciting here. We got GameStop. Of course, they missed on something, right? I mean, I can't even believe this company is still in business. But anyway, down a little bit here. I'm surprised it's even up at $7 instead of 7 cents, but is what it is. So I guess just paying out money for used games is their business. Anyway, so they're down after hours. We'll see how that goes into tomorrow. Sometimes the options can be interesting on it. Zscaler is another one too that reported here. That's had an epic run up here. It's down a little bit after hours, but we've got that going on with an inside week and a little bit of a pullback into the range of an inside day. So if it gets weak tomorrow, it might come back down and test the 50-day moving average. Tomorrow is going to be the pre-earnings run potential for Piton and Chewy. We'll take a look at those tomorrow. And other than that, guys, that's all for today. I hope everybody had an awesome trading day, and hope to see everybody on the live stream tonight at 9:30 Eastern Time. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification button so you go live, and also follow on Twitter because that's where we post the links for it. So I hope everybody has a great rest of your day, and stay healthy out there, and remember your risk first, and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk to you guys.